Hi, Sara.
Hi.
Welcome to our first Talk and Flow. We're happy to have you here with us. Um, so maybe you can introduce yourself. Who is Sara Packwood?
Yep. Thanks so much for having me on Talk and Flow. This is fantastic. I'm really glad to be part of the Feel Food Flow community that you're building. So I'm Sara Packwood. I run a company called Starting Solids, and I'm based in the UK. And basically, I offer support and information and empowerment and knowledge to caregivers all about introducing solid food from the ages for babies. So I offer support from pre-weaning right through to preschool age, so the ages of sort of 3 to 4 years. So it really focuses on that early years development with food. I work a lot with the psychology around food and eating and feeding, and around the communication that we use with food, as well as recipe development, what you can actually eat, the reality of eating with children, and getting children to feel empowered and impassioned about food as well, which is hard, isn't it, at times?
That's great. Yeah, we're actually,
Yeah.
we are also focused on, yeah, kind of the same ages from 0 to 6, more or
Yep.
less. Yeah. So yeah, we are very happy to have you being part of our community. And maybe you can tell us a little bit more about starting Solids, your account, how it's been the process, how long have you been with your account, and yeah, maybe tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, thank you. So I've got 2 children, and they're the reason that I started Starting Solids as a business. So my eldest is almost 6, and when I started out with him as a new parent, I didn't know anything about weaning or feeding children or anything. I knew that there was a baby food aisle in the supermarket, but I knew that I probably didn't want to just buy him baby food, and it didn't seem to make sense why I'd just give him pureed food, and I didn't know why. And the more that I looked into it, the more conflicting advice I got. And everything that you looked at on Google or NetMums or whatever it might be gave you different advice. And if you posted a question on an online parenting group, quite often people would give you unsolicited advice sometimes, that didn't necessarily tie in with your ethos and your parenting style. And so you'd then get even more confused. So um, I winged it with my first. I found a style that suited us, and I did baby-led weaning, and that was great. And then when he got a little bit older, when he became a toddler, and he got to about 18 months, he slowly started to refuse foods. And this carried on systematically until he was suffering with food avoidance. And it got to the point where he'd only eat one of 5 foods. That was it. Just one of 5 things were on his acceptable list. He didn't have allergies, he didn't have intolerances, there was no medical condition underlying it that we could identify. Although he had suffered with reflux really badly when he was younger, which is a related but separate thing. But at the time, we didn't know it was related. And when I had my second child, I was given the chance to retrain as a Starting Solids facilitator, and I did just a really brief course on how to train parents to start weaning their children and how to offer advice. And whilst I was doing it, I thought, oh my word, I know all of this already. This is brilliant. Or I didn't know all of it, obviously, but I knew a lot of it. And I thought, this is great. I know a lot more information than I'd given myself credit for. So I went away really passionate from that training course. And I thought, right, I'm going to deliver workshops for parents who are embarking on their weaning journey, and they want a bit more advice and a bit more information so they can be more knowledgeable when they start. And so I started off just offering weaning workshops, and I also retrained whilst doing this when starting, whilst on my maternity leave with my second child. And from there, I've done courses on specialist feeding of infants and preschool children, nutrition for children. I'm also training to be a registered nutritionist at the moment. So I can also then look at offering pre and postnatal nutrition advice and support for
Hmm.
parents, which is something I'm super passionate about. So over time, so I've been trading for the last 2 years, in business for the last 2 years. And over those 2 years, obviously things have naturally kind of progressed and evolved with my business. which I think is quite common with what we do, because you start out doing one thing and you realise that there's a real need and a desire from parents to have advice in other areas or more advice.
Mm.
And it went from just giving workshops once a month on starting solids with your baby through to giving information on recipes. Starting my Instagram account, which documents our normal day-to-day life of eating with two children in a normal house. For the busy working mum and two children who often just want to eat a McDonald's or some chips or some fish fingers. And I just try to make it accessible to parents and caregivers, because I think a lot of the time, especially as a first-time parent, I certainly found myself that you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be quite idealistic and live up to quite unattainable standards. And when you can't maintain that, you get a lot of anxiety and stress. And there's a lot of anxiety and stress triggers around feeding our children. And so when your toddler then possibly becomes a bit of a picky eater, this all turns into like a perfect storm where you're anxious and you're stressed, and they're anxious and they're stressed, and you just sort of meet head on at meal times, especially in the evening, and your toddler doesn't want to eat, and you're frustrated, and you lose your patience, and you end up saying something like, eat your dinner, or you must eat your dinner, or you must eat your dinner or you don't get any dessert, or you must eat your dinner, I'm not cooking you anything else, you'll go to bed hungry. And all sorts of things like that we hate ourselves then for saying afterwards. So I work with all these sort of areas and offer a complete service, from weaning workshops, one-to-one consultations, fussy eater sessions and picky eater sessions, through to meal planning, and also even in-person workshops locally to me in the UK, where I produce food and we all have the babies for a nice big brunch.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks amazing. I mean,
Thank
maybe
you.
you should try to do the same online.
We
I
should
think
totally do that online.
that
That would
will
be
be
amazing.
great.
Yeah, it would be brilliant. We could have a global babies who brunch.
Yeah, I think the idea is really amazing. So,
Thank you.
okay. And so what would you say makes your services unique? What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's sort of my unique selling point sort
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah. So I think it's mainly because a lot of people that I come across, so you either get people who they do a little bit of what I do, and they're not professional dietitians. I'm not a dietitian. I never, ever give professional dietitians advice. I signpost people to dietitians and to nutritionists. I am a mum who is trained in how to give people knowledge about weaning. Okay, I am not a replacement for a trained medical professional. Okay, so I think because I'm more in the general mum camp of things, I understand where we're coming from a lot of the times as parents, and I understand how hard it is to balance how you want to feed your child with how you can do it in reality, and how you can feed your child with the day-to-day normality of working, doing the school run, getting the nursery pickup done, making lunch boxes for nursery, meal planning and shop, all these things that it's great when we see lovely shiny Instagram accounts, but they don't take into account real life. So I
Yeah,
think that's
totally.
kind of
Yeah.
part of my
Yeah, I mean,
unique
that's also what we want to kind of achieve at Feelful Flow, because we think both things are very important. As you mentioned before, okay, maybe your experience doesn't replay what, for example, a nutritionist or someone who is really specialized on nutrition would advise, but I think we as parents need both advices.
yeah.
So in my case, I'm also, I mean, I don't have a nutrition background. And I also love to, I mean, if I can help others with my own experiences, why not? So, yeah, I think we're pretty much aligned on our mission. So, yeah, that was actually my next question. I would like to know what's your purpose with, your offering with all what you are doing, which is really amazing. We are very happy to have you being part of our community. I just want to repeat it, because I think we need also people like you who have the courage to offer services as a mom, because we need both. Both things are very important for parents, and yeah, so it's great that you're doing that.
Thank you. My sort of mission with Starting Solids is to empower parents and to enthuse them about food and feeding their children, because I think it's really easy to slip into routine and boredom and monotony with food, and you can quite often lose some confidence when you become a new parent as well, and you're so tired and so run down, and because you think that everybody is doing it better than you a lot of the time, you lose confidence in what you're doing as well. So I try to make people feel more enthused and energetic about feeding their children and about treating their children as small humans when it comes to food as well. So thinking about the fact that it should be food for babies, not baby food, but just food for babies, food that is normal food but served in a baby age and developmental stage appropriate way, which is fine for them at that point of their growth. So how you serve food to a 6-month-old will be different to how you serve it to a 9-month-old or to a 3-year-old. But a lot of the time, those 3 different age groups could have the elements from the same meal, and you would only need to cook once as a parent. And it's getting that message across to people to make them realise it is achievable and it is something that they can do, and it's cost effective and it's easy and it's rewarding and just all of it. I just love food and healthy home cooked food. It doesn't have to be really extravagant, expensive, difficult to source ingredients, or it can be really straightforward food that you would eat as a family together, and you bond over meal times, and it's a social experience as well. I mean, all of this is just, I get very, very passionate about it.
No, but it's so true. I mean, I also have experience as a mom that you think that you have to build the perfect plate for your baby, and that you have to, I don't know, like create fun figures or things that
Yeah,
the baby thinks, oh, I want to eat that, but actually it doesn't matter. I think what's most important is to really include our children in family meals. As you said before, I mean, in the end, children will be eating the same as the family. So you should, from the beginning, I think, try to also, I mean, if you cooked, for example, I don't know, like a soup or a chicken or something, then just give your child the same, but in the proper way. So for the age. So, which I
it's
think
so
sometimes,
important.
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just difficult to come up to that, and because you think you have to give them something very special and different. So
Yeah. And it's realizing as well sort of the nutritional importance of giving them a healthy, balanced diet as well. And
definitely.
usually your diet improves when you start to feed your children in that way, because you will automatically start to eat as a family, you will eat the same meals, and you will have more nutritious food. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. It's great. And that's why I'm doing that's why I'm becoming a registered nutritionist as well, and also studying as well as parenting 2 small children and running a business and everything else. So I should hopefully qualify for being a registered nutritionist in October this year. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
also so that it gives a really good scientific, professional underpinning to the advice that I'm presenting to parents as well. Because it's lovely just having me as a mum giving you advice, but sometimes there's a lot of just mums out there on the internet giving advice, and not all advice is equal.
Yeah, but believe me that not all take this step of really offering this advice, I mean, as a service, and I
Yeah,
think that's great. I mean, we feel honored to have you being part of our community. And yeah, maybe you can tell briefly a little invitation, maybe, yeah, to our
yeah,
audience.
yeah. So if you're not following me already, thanks Sarah, then my account on both Instagram and Facebook is just Starting Solids. So Starting Solids, that's all. So it's either facebook.com/Starting Solids or instagram.com/Starting Solids. Also, my website is just www.startingsolids.co.uk. So it's all really simple to find me, really straightforward. Okay. You can message me online if you have any questions about weaning, and I will be posting up some more online weaning workshops shortly as well for the next 6 months. So I tend to put them up a few months at a time. It doesn't matter whereabouts you're based in the world. We can get together at a time that suits you. So I have clients out in Asia, I have clients in the States, and obviously they don't always tie together with Greenwich Mean Time in the UK. So that's fine. We can totally adjust it. We can find a day and a time that suits you as a family, and we can do private one-to-ones, or you can join a group workshop. Okay. So
That
yeah,
sounds amazing.
that's
And
it for me.
as of end of June, you also can find
Mm.
Sarah on our website. So yeah, we'll keep you up to date regarding that, so that you also
I know
can find Sarah
there's
on
big
her
things
amazing
coming.
workshops and services on our
Yeah.
on
It's
our
going to be
website.
fantastic. So if you don't already know, then feelfoodflow is launching something wonderful at the end of June. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that as well. It's going to be amazing.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
so if you're based
Sarah.
in the UK, keep an eye out for any of my UK-based things, because it might be that I'm doing something in person close to you. So I've got some upcoming dates in London as well shortly, as well as Buckinghamshire, Bedfordshire, Northants. Yeah, and then online, I just work globally. So yeah, by all means, drop me a message if you want to find out more. Thank you so much for having me on Feel Food Flow today as well, Sarah. It's
Thank you,
lovely.
Sarah. It was a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you. Right, take care.
Okay.
And if anyone's got any questions, just message me.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye
You
bye.
too. Bye.